All right, guys, I'm going to show you this video purely because I want you to see this is what evil looks like nowadays. And on this show, we call out evil in Jesus' name and we condemn evil in Jesus' name. And there's this woman that I've been seeing consistently for some reason over on X because I think the algorithm now is just cooked. It's so cooked, man. Her name is Isabella Moody. I think I've mentioned her a few times on the show now. If you don't know who she is Italian and a Palestinian e-girl. That's in her bio. She claims to be America first, guys. I don't see America there at all. But nevertheless, she is saying very provocative and hateful things towards certain people. And you know why? She's trying to get followers, clicks, and attention. She's blowing up at the moment. Why? Well, because she's been attacking certain individuals and showing us that evil truly does exist out there in the world. I'll show you the clip in just a moment, but Anne Van Speak says, nearly 4 minutes of some of the most embarrassing attempts at trying to sound profound and edgy, and it doesn't even scrape the surface when compared to Ben's ability to intellectually dismantle someone's argument. The overuse of bitch and the playground insults are especially cringe-inducing. That's what you'll get in a moment from the video, because the level of intellect of these dingbats is not very high at all. Remember Sneeko and the Sneeko video? It's like 70, not even. That's why they revert to insults, because they've got nothing else. All this coming from an Italian Palestinian, which is something of an oxymoron if you think about it. Yeah. After all, it was the Roman ancestors of modern day Italians who renamed the region from Judea to Palestine. It reinforces the fact that her calling herself a Palestinian is completely redundant, since her literal ancestry proves that Palestine was a name given to the region to erase another identity. How about that? So without further ado, my friends, here is Isabella Moody's very, have a watch.
Dear little Jew Shapiro. Yeah, this is a message for Ben Shapiro and Ben Shapiro alone. So I hope your little Jewish ass is listening. I always knew that you were a little fraud. Emphasis on little and fraud. Apparently, you have been someone who's tried to stop Candace Owens and Charlie Kirk from entering big mainstream conservative media when they were first starting out. You love to block people's success. You must control the narrative. You claim to be this free speech person that cares about engaging in the marketplace of ideas, but it's all a big fat lie, just like you. All you care about is Israel. You are Israel first versus America first. That is the battle of today, as Nick Fuentes has been talking about. It is so true. And by the way, how badly does it piss you off that Nick Fuentes is absolutely r***ing your gay ass? Well, actually, no. I worded that wrongly. That Nick Fuentes is absolutely dominating you when it comes to viewership. How does it feel? And by the way, I know that big media corporations like yours, the Daily Jew, as I like to call it, they actually on YouTube purchase to boost their videos, so a lot of your views, I bet, are not even organic. Nick Fuentes' views, on the other hand, are completely organic because he has built an audience, an insanely impressive audience. And by the way, he's not like buying to boost views. He doesn't need to do that. And as Candace Owens just recently exposed, you like to have little operations, little Israeli operations where you send people to go ask certain questions that you want to be asked, or you want other people to be asked to sort of try to push your freaking gay ass genocidal narrative. Go move back to Israel. We don't fucking want you here. We're done. We are so done, and you know the time's coming. You know it's coming. Winter is coming, little bitch, and it's going to rain on your fucking Jewish parade. No one spreads more anti-Semitism than you, okay? Literally, yes, I'm talking to you like a girl because that's what I see you as, a little freaking bitch-ass girl. A little stupid bitch. When you try to get people censored, you're freaking seething. You're chimping the F out in a very ewish way over Tucker Carlson interviewing Nick Fuentes. Really? If you really think Nick's ideas are so bad, then why not just allow them to be exposed? I thought that's what we used to stand for, but this is something I cannot stand. And it's something I've noticed since the very second I entered into this conservative movement media landscape. So many of you claim to support free speech, claim to support the marketplace of ideas, but you don't. You blacklist, you block people from growing, you do everything you can to stifle other people whose opinions do not align with yours or you see as competition. We're done. We are so done. Keep crying. Remember when you guys used to sell like those liberal tear mugs? Well, now we're drinking Jewish tear mugs. Go suck some more Netanyahu shlong, and I hope you choke on it. By the way, the younger generations, we're sick of funding. We don't want to do it. We're sick of seeing Palestinian babies dying without parents, losing limbs on our timeline. I can't even go on Twitter those days because I can't see it as a new mom. By the way, you're lucky I'm not on Twitter those days because I would cost your ass, bitch. I'm embarrassed to say I used to watch Ben Shapiro a little bit. Michael Knowles was always my favorite Daily Jew contributor, but I used to watch Ben Shapiro a little bit, and then I also used to be a big Mark Levin fan, which is so embarrassing. I even have a signed copy of one of his books. So not that I sought that out because I think signed copies of anything are gay. It's like, who cares if someone just signed it? Like, I don't care, but I was given it. But I might throw that signed copy of the book in the oven. I wonder how long it would take for me to burn 6 million books in the oven. Let me know.
She's the reason why I believe that not every single person or every single woman deserves to have a podcast or a platform. But for some reason, people follow this dingbat and think that she's actually intelligent. I don't know about you, but lobbing out insults left, right, and center and trying to be creative with your insults. Oh, Nick Fuentes is absolutely graping you at the moment, Ben. Have you seen that? He's graping your gay butthole, whatever. Like, this is so childish, man. It reminds me of like year 7. If a year 7 was in a public school. Like, this sort of stuff is ridiculous. It's so childish, woman. Get over yourself. You really think that Ben Shapiro, of all people, has the time to respond to this? Oh, he's going to be so scared of Isabella Moody on X, and he's going to make a reactionary video. I'll be very surprised if he does. Of a person that is acting like a kid in year 7 in high school and lobbing out as many insults as you can possibly muster or think of in 3 or almost 4 minutes. Like, you're nothing, woman. You're nothing. Stop trying to be something by attacking Ben. Like, maybe if you had any brains, you would try your very best to pick apart the things that Ben has said. But no, once again, I expect nothing more from someone that follows Nick Fuentes and is a fan of Nick Fuentes. Seems like the Ding Back Brigade is on a massive high at the moment, isn't it? But going, F you, Ben. F you, Ben. Oh, Ben's so scared of F you. I'm sure he's been called way worse, or he's faced way worse than Isabella Moody's F you claims. Or not claims, but statements, right? And again, the lie of Ben trying to, stop or kill Charlie and Candace and Nick and all that sort of stuff, all lies. Keeping in mind, this woman got famous for constantly repeating the N-word, right? That's her claim to fame at the moment. So you entered this conservative space because she claims to be a conservative, trying to get clicks from saying the most provocative things you can possibly think of that people will go, oh, that's not good. It's called having a brain, woman. Maybe you should get one. Might actually help you a little bit. But this whole notion of we're going to cancel her, I think a vast majority of people don't really care about this woman, but there are people out there, like there's over 200,000 people following her already on, I think it's X. That's concerning. But hey, let them, I guess. It's a free country, unfortunately. And I personally like what Ant of Ant Speaks was saying, like just using little girl vernacular and throwing out bitch all the time. It's so, it is cringy, but it just shows that you got not much going on in your brain. And I don't think Ben is afraid of having Nick Fuentes' ideas platformed. You missed the whole thing, in case you're wondering, but let me explain it to you. We don't mind having these ideas out there, but when they are out there, we need to push back on them. But you guys on the alt-right, as it would seem, don't like being pushed back on because you hate criticism and you think that criticism is actually canceling. So even if we do push back on your ideas, you don't want it. In fact, you much rather go have these ideas at the forefront, or if we say these ideas are horrible, oh, you're scared of them. We ain't scared of them. Hence why we were able to dismantle them pretty easily with a thing called common sense. Heard of it? Maybe you should get it. Although I don't think you're ever going to get it by the sounds of it, woman. Anyway, I don't know why I bother, but whatever. This is what happens when you have Kenny Owens fans, people. This is what they become. Anyway, that's enough from me. You guys take care. Be blessed, and I'll see you all in the next video.